Yep, save and final day trial. Yep, that can't be more clear. We're gonna finish this today. Okay, let me take another sip. Oh god, I swallowed some ice. Hold on. Okay,
Die.
I'm good. December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Oh god. Okay, the ice is gone. We're good. Ah! What's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. Guess the shock hasn't worn off my run-in with a stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the day of... sorry. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing?
Sorry. I'm sorry. Thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge.
Good idea.
Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Oh yeah, pal! What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured a runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Dylan said, poor Maya's just trying so hard to be nice. Maya is wonderful. December 28th, 10 o'clock a.m. Courtroom number 3. Here we go. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right. Very well. This is the first time Manfred just straight up said the prosecution is ready. Which indicates that maybe he finally shows a little bit of respect towards Wright. Just a smidge. Literally like a microscopic, but more than 0 than it was before. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. He's being very compliant today. Come on, don't be out of the silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. Why I left court. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is.
If he was buying food for Polly, wouldn't he be back?
Yeah. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi, you're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Time for some cross-examination. Alright, press. I call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there is no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. But I wasn't running away or nothing, Press. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking? If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. I went to buy some food for Polly. See, Press. Food? Well, Polly's a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses! I figure I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow, Press. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having a memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? It's impossible! I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. Ooh, Grayson's here too! He just said DL6. Oh shit! He says, "Oh shit, shit's about to go down." Hell yeah! We're at the end of the DL6 thing, more or less. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? I never got one. Press. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Yeah, so many objections. Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. Hold on, I'm gonna say it because I want to see the joke answers.
Okay,
I'm saving. I'm gonna say Gregory Edgeworth. Oh my god. His name is Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, all of us here remember what Gregory Edgeworth looked like. And he looked nothing like this, believe me. Wow, that's pretty harsh, Your Honor. I'm going to have to penalize you for your wild claim. Now, let me ask you again. Okay, now I'm going to say Robert Hammond. His name is Robert Hammond. Mr. Wright, Robert Hammond is the name of the victim in this case. Generally, the victim in a murder case is no longer living. That's true. Please try again. All right, now I'm gonna load the file. Oops. All right. Oh, there we go. Load, and we'll give the correct answer now. I just want to see what the other answer. Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi, from the DO6 incident. I figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. What does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now. Then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Tisk. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past! Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No! Tisk. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened! I know everything! I just can't prove it! But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose! There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we going to do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Mr. Karma.
Dun.
Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to.
Your Honor! The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up on my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Hey, Marissa, you know that thing that you guessed like a few streams ago? It's actually gonna happen, by the way.
Yeah.
Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce! I object! Wait a second! You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Mr. Von Karma. Chat's going goop. Marissa was saying earlier, I hate this guy, mean we're supposed to be girl. She's happy about the parrot thing, and Grayson's like, hell yeah. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Huh? Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game? Or let me save. I'm gonna say no, maybe not, real quick, to see what happens. You know, come to think of it, this is a really stupid idea. Tisk. I've heard of desperate men grasping at straws. But this is the first time I've heard of men grasping at macaws. Ha! Think. Von Karma's a perfectionist in all things. He's probably rigged every piece of evidence in all the testimonies. If I can't do the unexpected, I've no chance of winning. Your Honor, I've thought about this proposal. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to cross-examine the parrot. Ridiculous! Marissa says, I wonder where you have to be desperate, Carmen. Maybe because you stole evidence, dropped my case over by. Bailiff, bring in the parrots. Oh, boy. Look at Polly. Oh, Polly's so cute. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must be ignored by a bird. Ahem. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Who is your owner? Here's the testimony. Oh, boy.
Oh, hello.
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right.
What are you going to do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Who is your owner? Oh, man.
Hello.
Press. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right. What do I say?
I'm gonna say, what's your name?
Oh, dang it! I messed up. Hold on.
Maybe I should get her to say her name. When you get back, let me know.
Back. I'll just read it from Twitch. Polly, what's your name? Polly.
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? I'm gonna say no, it doesn't. For now. Well, I guess it doesn't really have anything to do with that, no. Please only ask questions pertaining to the matter at hand. Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. Oopsie. Whatever. I'll read for a little bit, just until... Which one did you choose out of curiosity?
I chose, did we forget anything? Bad complete accident.
Oh no, the actual one we needed to choose, darn it.
Really?
Well, I think so. I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Oh, darn it, I did it again. I keep forgetting it's only 2 statements. Okay, the blank statement, I'll press that.
Okay, hold on. Ah! No! Dang it!
Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parents. Okay, hello, squawk, press. Okay.
Which one are you selecting this time?
I'm selecting what's the safe number. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Oh, safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Polly, is the number to the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228.
My, what a reckless parents. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. No, it doesn't. Well, I guess it doesn't have anything to do with that, no? Marissa says, it's okay, Chris, you're just ready to end Von Karma's reign of terror. Alright. I'm gonna press statement again. This time we're gonna do Are We Forgetting Anything?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna say, have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago...
Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6.
If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello? That's not what you're supposed to say. God, something we forgot. Hello? Oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we've forgotten anything? Well, that's no longer going to work. Marissa's like, no! Well, we're going to have to try a different avenue then. Alright, I'm pressing the first statement again.
Okay.
I'm going to try the what's your name part, because I think there's one way we can get it. Polly, Squad. I'm sorry, we're...
Isn't it supposed to be the safe number?
I'm trying the Polly one real quick, just to see.
Okay.
I'm going to say, of course. Yes, it does. Huh, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluff? Hold on. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... The DL6 file will prove it. The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us, or stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parent's name? Oops, I gotta look again. I think it's... I'm gonna just double check. I believe it's suspect data, yeah. It's on the suspect data page. This page is all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed it does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Pah! A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. More, and we can get one more piece of evidence.
Right, but what? Very well, Woods. You may continue. Alright, we got the first testimony, so I'm just pressing again. Now we can do the safe number one.
Okay.
What's the safe number?
The safe number?
Skip all this until we get the choice. Actually, it does. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Huh, ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? I believe it's the
DL6 case.
Yes, it should.
The case file.
The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to the safe number? Oh, let me look at the file again. I think it's on case summary. Yep. Case summary is where we're going. It's on the case summary page. The case summary. Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah! This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's card number to 0001 because I am number 1. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. Marissa said, so I'm going to steal his card. Bye.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately.
Marissa's like, put this man in death. Yes.
Witness, tell us your name. Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember... No, it's okay. Oh man, look at him. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
It looks totally different.
This is the real Yogi, I think. Marissa, oof, he stood up. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Order! Yanni Yogi! So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. He won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. And this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then, defendant Miles Edgeworth is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are clear to submission for this particular case.
Marissa said, gasp.
Yeah, I saw. So, I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
Confetti!
Yay, confetti! That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
Oh no. Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth! Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick! You were in this train to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad.
Uh-oh, what do I do? Please objection. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I have had a reoccurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DO6 incident. It was me! Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DO6, the statute of limitation which ends today. The culprit is me! Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
This is Von Karma's play.
Yep. So he sacked the Yanni Yogi trial so we can get him for DL6 instead. Incredible. I think I'm going to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. 2:24.